And welcome everyone here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube for some Cat Attack. That's why I decided to name this deck. Kind of goes right. Cat Attack. It's fun to say. You can try that out at home. Cat Attack. But what we're doing here is we're still just experimenting with Katarina and trying to find the build of Katarina that works. You know, like we're still doing that. We played the Katarina Challengers the other day, which is very similar to this deck that we're playing, but that was, you know, very Demacia heavy, just kind of splashing Katarina. And that deck works pretty well just basically because Demacia is a good region. But I wanted to focus more on Katarina's ability. So whenever you play Katarina, you get to rally. And so that means that you get a lot more attack steps. And so we're playing a deck that wants those attack steps because you get bonuses for having extra attack steps. So that means we're playing Legion Marauder. So every time it attacks, you know, all of our Legion Marauders get +1/+1. We're getting Vanguard First Blade. Whenever it attacks, everything gets +2/+2. We got Cythria in here. I was just talking about this off stream. A lot of people try Battering Ram with Katarina, and I really wanted to play Battering Ram because I think Battering Ram is just a cool card, and it's you know, it's just interesting and everything. But honestly, it's just not quite good enough. I think Cythria is a lot better card, and it does have the attack trigger also. It starts with it starts with 12 power and toughness, just like this starts with 12 power and toughness, but then it instead of getting 4 additional for itself all the time, you know, it gives +1/+1 to the whole rest of your team, and that fearsome is really important as well. And I didn't want to just have like a ton of 6-drops, you know, and honestly, I just couldn't really fit Battering Ram. Besides that, as far as I can tell, my cam works just fine. Okay. Anyway, you know, we got other things that, you know, like Legion Drummer, you know, it supports, and same with War Chefs. Like these support, and whenever they attack, you know, like that gets a +1/+1 for the round, and then you can play Katarina, get another attack, you know, get some more support. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We'll see, you know, how well the deck plays. Again, we're just kind of focused on Katarina. I have the one Draven in here basically because I wanted 5 champions with the Katarinas and the Garen, and I was gonna play. I have 2 Redeemers, and I was thinking about, you know, either the 3rd Redeemer or a Sergeant. You know, both of these are card advantage cards. You know, Redeemer just draws a unit for you. Sergeant draws a 4 Demacia. They both are like a 3-mana 3/3 that draw a card. And I kind of decided instead of playing the 3rd one of these, that probably playing a Draven would be more impactful. You know, Draven does have, you know, every time it strikes, so it does care about getting more and more attacks. Every time it strikes, you make a spinning axe. You can give it, so it's also a 3-mana 3/3 that draws a card. It's just its card is a spinning axe, which is a lot worse than the other 2. But then it can do a lot more because, you know, it has quick attack and it has a whole lot more text as well. So we're playing one Draven in here. All right, that's everything about our deck. We're gonna play 5 games of Cat Attack and see how it goes. So here we go. This looks great. We'll keep it. The Tracker Protector is like the perfect one. That's the perfect 1/2 whenever you're, you know, on the draw, whenever you attack second. So really would need, yeah, Legion Marauder. Legion Marauder deck hype. Darn. I was gonna say you really want the opponents to play something on turn 1 though. But they didn't. Boom, boom. Ooh. That's the perfect turn 2 for them. So we're both doing well. So we have a tough call here. Laura Protege is my best card to play right now, where they can't attack with Butcher, and then I can, you know, like, so it's my best card to play right now. But I also just want to play Legion Marauder, because I don't play very much Legion Marauder, and I want to play it, and then next turn, you know, like, we can give it a barrier and stuff. Yeah, I should just play the Protege. Just how this situation is unfolding, the Protege is the place to be. Dang, they had an awesome hand. I mean, our hand is really, really good. But it doesn't get much better than that. Alright, we will take it. Ooh. Now I want to play that too. There's too many things to play. Yeah, at first I thought that we were going to definitely be the beatdown, but now it looks like they are. I don't know how to do any kind of editing or anything, WQ. I have literally no earthly idea.
Head to the base.
Protect and strike.
Hard. There. No one goes hungry.
I regret giving this the barrier. I wish I would have gave the tracker the barrier and just had my 2/4 fight their 3/2 and just have, you know, the barrier just hit bounce off here. This is me losing 2 creatures, them losing 1 creature, but I get 7 damage in, basically, you know, half their life total. Both their 4/4s are now reduced in size, where we can trade with these 3/2s. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, I regret how I played that.
Victory lies ahead.
I have a lot of cards over there. Hey, Ravolki and Josh, what's up, y'all?
Let's have some fun. For king and country.
Yeah. Maybe WQ. I guess just send me a message of like what you're envisioning, like what you think I can do and all that kind of stuff. Like what I guess just send me a message. Why is Garen so good?
Honor guide me.
Plenty for all of us.
I think we need to save the Legion Marauder so that it can attack the next turn as a 5/4, but I mean, I guess like their Garen's gonna level up. We have the fight card that they used earlier, single combat. We have 3 single combats, but then you know we're just kind of relying on challenger cards. Besides that, if I barrier this, does it count as Garen striking? I have 7 cards over there. That's a lot of cards. Okay, yeah, people are saying yes, it still strikes the barrier. Wow! Why would they do that? They have to have Mist Call in hand, right? So they're going to play Mist Call and get another... They have to have Mist Call. Get another Garen, yeah. That's just the thing. They just have Mist Call, but...
My sword is yours to command.
Why didn't they just attack with that first? Oh, they still have this? Why didn't they need to attack with it first and level it up? So they should have done.
We do what is right. Going someplace.
Blood for Noxus.
You could attack with it first, leveled it up, and then
Is the first of many foes.
done that.
I stand ready.
But I guess, you know, they did get 6 damage in. So there's that.
No one gets in my way. Injustice. Allies, answer my call.
Hmm.
Today we turn the tide of war.
No hesitation.
Alright, so we got outgrinded. They just went bigger than us. The Garen and just all those 4/4s, you know, like those 3 4/4s. They were just too big. We were kind of playing a mirror-ish type match of just those units, but they went bigger. Yeah, I could see me playing Tiana in this deck even also. I don't know if that's better than a Cythria. We need cheaper cards. Should have mulliganed Redeemer also.
Time for the main event.
Katarina isn't the best card to play on turn 3 because
Let's boogie.
because it'll just go back to your hand.
Denounce magic.
You will be
Can't outrun justice.
Do, 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 do.
My call.
Um,
Where you
Yeah, let's play this. It's pretty good.
You suck.
But do I want to use Swiftwing Lancer to take this thing out? I mean, it's just a 5/2. The problem, though, is, of course, that 5. Yes, Twitch Prime. Yeah, you get a... Yeah, Twitch Prime, you can get an awesome capsule. Yeah, if you have Twitch Prime, you know, use that. You get a champion WoW card and an epic WoW card. And some, like, rare and common WoW cards. Don't have a good option. Basically, my option is using Swiftwing Lancer to kill this, but I don't like that. My other option being, you know, rear guard plus single combat, but I like that even less.
For justice. For Demacia.
No, what was my card?
The wicked must fall.
I didn't see. What was my card? I didn't even realize that I had 10. I thought I had like 8 or 9.
Demacia!
I didn't count it obviously, but just in general.
Demacia shall prevail.
Oh, it was the 1-drop bird.
I will keep us safe.
Be Demacia.
Head to the base. Yield or perish.
What if I just play this other First Blade pre-combat? No, we'll go like this.
I stand ready.
Hope this works. Yeah, these First Blades are looking good right now. Ugh. Spinning X. And this is why we have all these spinning axes. Spinning X. Look at Draven, giving us some spinning axes.
Our ancestors are watching! Today we turn the tide of war!
Reporting in.
So you think cat attack should just be one word, huh? Cat attack?
For king and country.
Or no, you want Katak? I don't know about Katak. I like...
For king and country. For Demacia.
No, probably not, Benny Mom. Probably not. Don't have any plans to right now.
Discipline and steel. Well, this is a surprise.
Not now.
What? Was Katarina like, not now? Well, that'll boot. Alright, so... You.
Blood for Noxus.
You.
Justice by my hand.
You.
The wicked must fall.
So we'll have our Garen be a 6/6. Basically, don't let their Garen trade with either of my two big things. They have the 6/5 that can trade with one of these, but that's it.
Magic stops with me.
No, I haven't.
Stand strong.
I haven't played any Magic for a couple months now.
I am not afraid.
I mean, they're at 8, so
Not prevail.
You cannot stall judgment.
you cannot stall judgment. No, my cat.
Leaves no room for infection.
No, that's bad.
Eyes bigger.
That's real bad. Well, that's really bad because obviously we're gonna be able to like this was like gonna show like how good Cat was. You know, we're gonna be able to replay Cat and play some more of these things and you know get another good attack in, and like their Garen wasn't gonna be able to block. Bleh.
Courage, soldier.
I stand with the dauntless.
So I have to block 3 of them.
We do what is right.
Really? So we have to block 3. I like how they war chefs over here.
Fear is the first of many foes.
I know that's not a good trade, but I guess we just do it.
For the Empire.
We must not relent.
My time has come.
I don't really see us winning this game.
Nothing to worry about.
Now we have 0% chance.
Nothing to hide.
I'll do better this time.
Hold fast.
Met with Steve.
Yeah, we would have had a really cool Cat play and, you know, probably game winning if it wasn't for that single combat killing the Cat. So Garen's been a huge problem. Both of our losses. Garen has been something we just can't deal with. That game we at least dealt with one Garen, but then the second Garen killed us, unfortunately. GG's. Yeah, that single combat they used. See, like, again, Katarina's not really an early card. It's a late game card. So we'll put it out of our opening hand. That was a catastrophe. It was a catastrophe. That's exactly what that was.
Be Demacia. Smell that? A fight's a cooking.
What do we got here?
This Legion Marauder right now looks pretty good. Looks like it's gonna be kind of hard to block. You know, they have to play a 3-mana card that has 4 power. They are playing Lucian, which means they could certainly be playing Senna, and so Senna they could be playing, you know, play Senna and block.
Making the
Darn
dead
it.
deader.
Why'd I have to say like the only card in the whole format? Like it's like the only card they could possibly have. Why'd I have to say that? So do I trade Legion Marauder for Senna? Like that's basically the question here. Do I want to trade? Or do I wait and, you know, like barrier this thing and stuff first?
Into the pit, no one goes hungry.
I think I do trade. Basically, we'll never be able to block Senna ever.
Not so fast.
Yeah, and now, yep, exactly. That's another point is that now, you know, Senna's out here before they play Illusion. My other Marauders are +1/+1 now because they attacked before like it dies on defense or something. So they're just passing? Oh, because they wanted me to play another thing and then they were going to play a Challenger.
Batter 'em!
No, maybe not.
A delicious challenge.
Let the bloodshed begin.
I wish Katarina's other card was something better than Death Lotus. 1. 2. Death Lotus sounds sweet. Just Death Lotus in general should be better than what it is.
Only fools have
Eat up, friend.
I mean, come on, Death Lotus? I'll barrier this. I mean, I could cast Death Lotus. Alright, so right now, basically right now I lose Tracker. If I play Death Lotus, we do 1 damage to War Chefs, and they lose their War Chef. So I can basically use this as a removal spell. Nah, I want to play Garen this turn.
No one gets in my way.
No one goes hungry.
And no one's doing anything. No one gets in Katarina's way. No one's going hungry.
For Demacia! No, for Demacia!
Raise the banner! Lift our spirits!
We stand strong!
My shield is yours.
Well, this is a surprise.
Not now.
I don't like this. Probably a single combat. I don't like it.
War leaves no room for infection. Stay resolute.
Wonder what Judgment would be like.
Feel the sizzle. Can't bite on an empty stomach.
I stand ready. Fear is the first of many foes.
Defend our banner!
It's probably not worth to play. Like, is it worth it to play Judgment? Like, What kind of... So if I play Judgment, what could they have? They could have basically single combat. That's it, right? Yeah, barrier doesn't matter. Yeah, barrier doesn't matter. Deny, that's worse. I didn't think it'd deny. However, said deny in the chat. So did Scott Show, like right after. But yeah, I didn't, you know, or like y'all said it before, but not after. Like I read it after. But yeah, no, deny hurt.
Batter him! Eat up, friend!
Yeah, deny hurt.
No closer.
Doesn't all that honestly.
Why does everybody have Garen?
Slow and steady wins the
Why
war.
does everybody have infinite Garens? Literally infinite Garens.
They're afraid. They should be.
Hold fast.
That's our 5th Garen we've played against now in three games. Blech.
Stay resolute.
No, the problem with single combat bird to kill Garen is that they have barrier. How they're just like they 100% have barrier in hand.
No going back.
Prismatic barrier.
Raise the banner! Lift our spirits!
We stand strong.
Quick as the blade.
Dang.
Taste the glory!
Reporting in?
Let the
Why can't you
blood
block?
begin.
I'm gonna need you to block. Like how it keeps on stopping here. They're not playing anything. They 100% have a barrier.
Okay, ready. Don't back down!
Fear is the first of many foes.
I just have nothing to do. You know, I'm just like playing stuff, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, this game I'm sitting with all these single combats that aren't good at all. And previously... Oh, we'll just take our draw step. Previously, you know, like when we needed that one, we couldn't find one that first game, but... Yeah, Garen's just kind of too difficult for me to beat. Like these... We just played against 3 decks that are doing a very similar thing, but they're just going bigger. Every single one of them. And I talked about this yesterday, but if you're playing mirror matches, or like decks that are very, very similar, decks that are similar in strategy, the one that goes bigger than the other is going to be the one that's winning out of the two. I don't understand your question, Josh. Do you think stat buffs are better for Cat? Like buffing Katarina's stats? Because that doesn't work. Whenever Katarina gets bounced, any buffs go away. So if that's what you mean, that doesn't work. Oh, combat tricks. Like Radiant Strike. And Might and stuff like that. I mean, possibly. I mean, our deck's not working right now, so I mean, I can't really say that this is better because this deck hasn't been good enough. But yeah, maybe that's better than Barrier. Like, single combat's like the kind of card that is just a necessary card to play because there's just times you just have to kill different champions. But as we've seen, single combat with small creatures really isn't a very good combination, especially when you're trying to kill a 5/5 regenerator. Thankfully, this game my opponent's not going to play a Garen. They don't have Garen in their deck, so we're not going to face 2 Garens again. So this will finally be a game where they don't play 2 Garens.
That egg, did it move? In Avarosa's name.
I'm gonna keep playing stuff out pre-combat. My plan is to play the Protege. I'm playing this, so we still have our options open. My plan is to play the Protege to be able to take the Sentry. Now I guess we're gonna take Skitterer. And so my War Chefs.
Hands to the face. Aha! Eat up, friend.
War Chefs is vulnerable to a trade. I was hoping it wouldn't be, but you know, Skitter is a good card.
You have to get me out of here.
So that's all right.
Light the signal fires.
This has been, it hasn't been easy so far, you know, finding a successful way to really focus on Katarina, not just like throw a Katarina in a good deck, but actually build around Katarina. It has been difficult.
What do we got here?
We march as one, an unstoppable force.
It's not a bad draw. Right now we just want you know, we have enough units out here, so getting a spell, it's not bad. Certainly seems like they have Withering Wail for how they've been playing. So do I... No, we don't do anything. The Withering Wail is going to be killing my Legion Drummer, but that's okay. I mean, they could just have Ruination, and that would be bad for me. Like, if they have Ruination, we lose, obviously. I guess I should have played around Ruination, I suppose. Oh, that's just a downer.
And a long path to get here. Got your back.
Just have more ruinations.
Right on.
Ready the torches.
I'd rather see that than another ruination. It's a pretty decent strategy, though, you know, playing all these spider cards make your opponent make your opponent go wide, and then sweeper. And, you know, having Withering Will and Ruination, not bad, but I mean, right now all they do have to show for is a whole bunch of little 1/1s. Maybe we can get through this. The Legion Drummer is a nice card to draw. Never mind, we're dead. Never mind.
My shield is yours.
Let's get out of here.
Well, it's fun while it lasted.
Fall by my sword.
I keep stepping
I do not know if you need to play the entire tutorial to get the Twitch Prime loot. I do not know. I haven't used it myself. I don't know what it's like. The deck that I've enjoyed the most is probably Teemo Wayfinder. It's probably my favorite deck. All right, Katarina can steal the show. Hopefully they drew nothing. I don't know what, you know, I don't know what nothing really implies, but hopefully it's nothing. Katarina can steal this. Let's see, let's do this correctly. There we go. Come on, Katarina. Steal this game. We had all hope was lost earlier, and I thought I could just concede because the game was definitely over. Come on, save us, Katarina.
Violence solves everything.
Yeah, Sithri is making him fearsome. I only get one more attack.
No going back.
Ruination? That was their draw? Oh, no. Why?
Nothing escapes my watch.
Victory lies ahead.
For the homestead.
Now this Sentry was a great draw because, you know, it just replaces itself. So that's a good one.
Won't get past me.
I get a thing that can't block when I'm at 3. That's great. He said sarcastically.
I'll do better this time.
Look out for Reavers. Alert the village.
Man, Katarina was gonna own that. Ruination?
That egg. Did it move? I'd follow you anywhere.
Of course you will.
This is me going down to 1. If they just attack out. And they have 3 spiders.
No, 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 no.
They really should just attack out.
Not another step.
Like, shouldn't they? Like, why aren't they attacking out? I go down to 1 and they have 3 spiders, and I have two creatures left.
Be Demacia.
Go ahead.
Punished so hard for playing War Chefs. But it, like, if I just go straight to attacks and kill the Elise, then they just chump block this, and then they still play that, and I play War Chefs, and I'm still dead. Right? No, they would have 4 creatures, and I would have 3. I guess I wouldn't be dead. Yeah, so no, I was really punished for playing War Chefs. That was the worst possible card for me to see. Worst possible card. I know, that was Katarina's chance. What's up, Jody? Man, we just had... I guess...
Feel the sizzle. Justice by my hand.
I guess we won't...
No one goes
Guess we don't need to surrender. Somewhere in Masters, I don't know what our actual number is right now. You know how much it fluctuates in this game. It's not good right now after our 3 losses with Katarina. Man, Jody, we had it like we were both top decking earlier, and we drew Katarina, and we were going to be attacking for lethal, and it was great with like Cythria and all this stuff, and their top deck was Ruination. And this was after we got Ruination 5 for 1, and I thought that we were dead. But yeah, I guess we're not dead, right? Because we... So, yes, we're not dead. Not yet, at least. What's up, Boot?
Can you stomach this?
Alright, going down to 1. Stop top decking all these cards. Stop.
That fails.
Whoops, wrong way. Ferocity. Oh man, what a killer. Man, we had Katarina's like chance to really shine. We were so close. You think I should have traded Lancer to draw a lifesteal minion? Well, it wouldn't have mattered. They had Atrocity. Lifesteal minion wouldn't have done anything. They would have sacrificed the thing that it blocked. No, and now our 4th match is another Garen deck. Our first 3 losses were all multiple Garens every single time. We couldn't handle Garen. And we're back to the Garen bracket. I don't think Lancer was dying was the play, because like we had like a good, like they didn't have a good attack, right? Like if they, I actually think that we were in a good spot. It was basically, so you're saying that I should have had Lancer die and then play a new thing. Well, we still would have had three units out either way. It's like, what's like, why not have Lancer in play instead? You know, I'm gonna keep these cards. What's up, Jody with the sub? We've been, you know, trying to go real small, and it has not been working. I'm gonna keep these that are a little bit bigger. Let's give this a try. Because we've been like curving out, we haven't had the mana to be able to like play single combat and stuff, so we'll save the spell mana for that.
You're covered.
Good thing we didn't just mulligan for a 1-drop, because the 1-drop would have just died. And now it's Draven time. Or is it Legion Marauder time? If I Marauder, I have to barrier, because they block here. Draven, I don't have to barrier. Draven, we start getting these spinning axes that can be useful. So you had Remembrance on the stack with a Lux and Timer in play. Opponent killed another ally of mine before it resolved, and as it resolved, it was the 5-drop.
I'll stop you.
Oh, so then it resolved as a 5-drop. So you didn't get the 6 mana for Lux, even though you spent 6 mana on it? Dang, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's something I hadn't seen. So yeah, the spell changed mid stack.
One banner, one destiny.
These decks are just going too big. All these Bannermans and Garens. Too big compared to what I'm doing.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
Basically. I don't really have any other hope. Guess my best play is Vanguard Redeemer.
Fall to our standards. Beautiful face.
Remember the fallen.
Okay. So we can have Quick Attack Legion Marauder. Or Lancer.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Noxus.
I think I like Quick Attack Legion Marauder. Until they just play a Garen here and I lose. Bull says my favorite interaction in the game is the 6 mana barrier sweep. Moved targets. I've moved units into Will of Ionia and Thermogenic Beams, and the spells hit the switched units instead of the targeted units.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, so like the 2 mana. Sorry, so you're talking about the 6 mana, get 2 creatures, swap them, and give them both a barrier. And yeah, being able to swap stuff. So you can swap. Can you swap your allies' cards with, or your opponent's cards with that? No, I think you just swap your own things. But Alright, well we get a Laurent protege and a single combat for that. That's not bad. If I attack with Legion Marauder, it trades with Bright Steel Protector. But my Marauders are +1/+1 at that point. No, I don't have any plans to right now, Davey. No, I don't think so. Man, great draw. Great draw. It's a really good defensive card. Something that I needed here.
Been a long path to get here.
Well. While it was a great draw, that hurts.
My shield is yours.
Now everything's a chump block. Chump block means that your things die and theirs doesn't. Like a 5/5, blocking a 5/5 with a 3/3 is a chump block. Let's see. So I think how I want to do that is just have these block, and we're gonna fight the Cythria, kill the Cythria. Gonna take 5, go down to 2.
I'm like... Never play fair.
We'll play a cat. For me, I am the one. The person with the smaller creature is the one who is chumping. This is kind of a problem with Katarina when you're really behind like this. Like if I attack with Katarina, Katarina does level up everything, but goes back to my hand, and so then I have one less creature on defense. So like if they just play, or one less unit on defense, if they just play like multiple units,
I've got your back.
then I'm in trouble. I'm not actually going to attack with Katarina because I may need it on defense. I'm at 2. Like I can't. I have to prioritize not taking 2 damage. Doesn't matter if Katarina's leveled up if you're dead. Can't take it with you to the next game. Can't do that. 8 mana. Likely means I'm triple spelling with all of my stuff besides the Squire. Squire's not very good. So, I mean, I guess I can discard it if we need to use Spinning Axe as a trick, but it's still a 4 mana 3/3, I suppose.
I will slay you where you stand.
Stop playing
You shall
Garen.
fall on your folly. Meet me at the
Why does everybody have Garens?
In the name of our land!
No, it hasn't really felt like... No, I can't really say that our decks felt like it's really good.
I am not afraid.
Smell that? A fight's a cooking.
You know, I don't... It's not that... It's not necessarily that our deck's really bad, it's just we have a weakness that is a weakness that every single deck has, is that if you play a very similar built deck, the deck that's doing the exact, you know, the same game plan, but the other person's deck goes bigger, it's basically you're gonna lose. Like that's how you win mirror matches, is going bigger, and we have faced 4 of those out of these 5 games, so it has not boded well for us. Anyway.
No one goes hungry.
No one gets in my way.
My opponent just hasn't been doing anything. They're not playing units. They're not even playing any spells here. I don't know what they have. I had the War Chefs pump up the Marauders because the Marauders are going to be attacking again. Like, what do they have? Looks like they have nothing, and we're going to be picking up the win. Like, that's what it looks like. Unless they just, I don't know, Ruination or something. Like, what could those 3 cards possibly be? Like, rallies? Would this be a rally deck? No?
My shield is yours.
Oh.
Feel the sizzle. Eat up, friend.
Oh, deny? That's a good call. Yeah, they could be chilling with a couple denies. That's a good call. That could be it. That could have been like the other 2. Could have been like 2 denies. Perfect. All right, so there we go. Katarina, gotta win. So yeah, we've been playing different Katarina decks over the past week, trying to find the version that really works, and it looks like it's back to the drawing board. We really struggled with the larger creatures, Garen's in particular, but we did pick up 1 win, so we were right there, and of course with that match against the Shadow Isle deck, that was obviously just a coin flip. Even with our opponent having that 5-for-1 Ruination, I thought that game was over at that point, but we really fought back, and it was really coin flippy. It was just who top decked better at that point. I've talked about it multiple times before, but no, I don't like Battering Ram. I would like to play Battering Ram, but it's just, I honestly just don't think Battering Ram's good enough. Even with Katarina, I just think Cytherea is a lot better card, and I just don't want to fill up the decks with 6 drops. It's just, I've played too much Battering Ram in Constructed where it's very easy to deal with. It's a cool card and everything, and I like it more in Expedition mode. I think it's better in Expedition mode, but in Constructed with all of the easy answers to it, I just don't think it's worth it. We've tried like a Katarina burn and playing a lot more aggressive, and that deck did better. We didn't really do anything, we didn't like that kind of deck is like just good without Katarina, like, and that's the thing is like trying to find a good deck where we're actually taking advantage of Katarina and not just playing a deck where it's just not just playing like a good deck that we throw Katarina into and then say, hey, look at our deck's good, but it doesn't have anything to do with Katarina. That's kind of the problem, is that's how our decks that we have been doing well with Kat have been. I have not tried any Ashe with Kat. I don't believe. I've played I have played like a Frostbite midrange that just has a cat, that has one Katarina in it. That's, an Ashe deck with a Katarina. And this deck's good, but it's not really because of the Katarina. The Katarina, I've never done anything with Katarina really in this deck. But I like the deck. Otherwise, perfectly fine. But the Katarina is just kind of there. But elusives with Kat, I feel like, I think that's kind of the problem, is that honestly, like, the more that I think about it, this is our Katarina burn deck. Katarina and Jinx don't work, like, they don't really work well together, so it's unintuitive to put them together, but it works really well because they're both great top end cards, where like if you need to finish the game out, you can keep playing Katarina and attacking, or if you need to finish the game out, you play Jinx as like your last card, empty your hand, and Jinx does her thing. And so it's like you have like 6 copies of champions that can finish games out, and then play all like the early stuff and try to kill them besides that. Teemo Katarina. Yeah, get some extra attacks with Teemo. That could be cool. I wonder if you like the better version. Hey FEMA. I wonder if like the best version of Katarina is actually like more of a control deck, because Katarina is such like a slow finisher. Like maybe you're supposed to be playing like, like a Shadow Isles and like Ruination and Rekindler, and like Rekindler bringing back Katarina. And just using it as like a finisher and like a Shadow Isle control deck. Like what if we do that? Has anybody ever thought of that? Has anybody thought about playing Katarina control? No, I'm not Razor. Like, what if we play Katarina control? Yeah, I mean, if Katarina has to die, but if Katarina dies, then yeah, Rekindler brings back Katarina. Yeah, then you can also have Hecarim, and have like those are your champions, are like Hecarim, Katarina, and then get like multiple attacks with Hecarim. What if we do Katarina control? All right, well, I'll start building that one. As we've been just playing a whole bunch of Katarina decks over the past week or so. I'll put that one on the list of like maybe we try. Maybe that's how we can get Katarina to, find a home where it's not just here's a good deck and then throw Katarina in it. Yeah, we just talked about the Ash Cat a little bit ago. Yeah, which maybe I need to have more, like I have, we were talking about that a little bit ago. Cat Yasuo. I just copied yours there, Jody. The Yasuo that I have that I've been happy with doesn't have Cat. But Cat does recall to trigger Yasuo, but I've been happy with no cats in my Yasuo deck. But cool. Yeah, Blade Twirler, great. All right, so that's something to think about. So those of y'all watching on YouTube, hit that like button over there, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of where's the best place for Katarina, and let me know what you think of like Katarina Shadow Isles and all that kind of stuff. Leave those likes and comments. All right, but that's it here for Cat Attack. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.